Okay, we'll start off the workshop, and I think sufficient people. It's 35. Okay, it's 5 minutes inside. So let's start off with Python. Okay, so basics, as in, guys, how many of you know the typing module? Type yes in the chat. Typing module, you use it nicely. Yes, no. Typing module, you don't know. Okay, no. Typing module is too important, guys. If you want to write production applications, you should know typing module. Otherwise, you're doomed, basically. Because no, okay. So you can write no if you don't know, and we'll go with typing module. Okay, just type a no. Okay, great. Great. Okay. So I got 3 no's. So I'm assuming that okay, 4 no's. That's good enough. So guys, typing module is sorry for that. Okay, so typing module is very important. Okay, you absolutely cannot write production-based applications using typing module. So you without typing module basically. So of course you'll be knowing the int data types. Okay, I think control/ will not give a comment to me. So you can write comment like this. So you know the int data types, then float data type, right? Will not go with that. I'll just write it down here. Float data type, string data type. Okay. I'm assuming you know all this. Okay, and there are Boolean data type Boolean, and then there is a separate data type called none. Okay, so this Boolean and none are singleton data types. Let's go directly to advanced stuff. We'll go to the typing module. Typing module. So what is typing module, guys? So basically, as you all know, Python is dynamic language, right? It's a dynamically typed language. As mean, you can write a variable is equal to string, and after that you can write similarly variable is equal to integer, right? There's no problem there. Of course, this is IntelliJ, so it's giving squiggly lines, but absolutely there is no problem. It will compile and it will run and everything like that, right? Variable, okay. You know this. It runs absolutely fine, right? But in production applications, you don't want the data types to change. You don't want unpredictability. In fact, you want your types to be very predictable. You cannot expect a person to become a department sometime, because of course it's dynamically typed, right? So what you can do, of course, here the compiler will understand that it's a string. But then finally I'm assigning it to a integer. I'm assigning an integer to it. That's why this is complaining. Okay, this is complaining. See, now you can see it's telling colon and it's telling str. Okay, so basically this is called as type inference. You don't have to write colon str. You don't have to write here because you're already assigning a string. The compiler understands it's of the type string, but runtime it will not complain. Okay, so let's go ahead now. How to do this? So how to write types? Let's say you're writing a function. Okay, add, and you don't want to number one and number two. You don't want to add two complex numbers, or probably as two strings. You just want to add numbers here. So what you have to do, you have to type int colon int. Okay, it's very important. Now, how to tell the return type is like this. Before the colons, you'll type return type. Okay. Now, after that, you hit enter and you tell return num1 num1 plus num2, right? This simple stuff. But now you want to make sure that the types are integers. Okay, so what you'll do, you'll use a method called type. It is an inbuilt method. Num1 is int, and type of num2 is int. Okay, so if you want to compare booleans, okay, you can use int. You can use is operator because you're comparing with a class. You're comparing with a class, you can use int. Okay, return. If now you have to, if, okay, so I had not finished this. If is not an int and type of 2 is not an int, then you will throw is in Java, it's throw. So you'll have raise value error. Only int type is allowed. Okay, now add of 1 comma 2. Okay, this will work properly. We'll run this. It's 3, right? 1 and 2 is 3. Now you must be wondering, right? How I'm using is not operator. Do you have this doubt, guys? Why not is equal double equal to? Well, this also will work. If you're confused, no problem. You can use double equal to also. Basically, I'll give you the principle here. The principle is if type of int print, okay, type of int is equal to uh, type of int. Of course, doesn't make sense, but the point is if the types are the same, then you can use the is operator. For example, the Boolean true is true, just like that we can use is operator also, but you can use int equal to for now, no problem. So what you're doing, you're checking if the type of this is int, and you're checking the type of this is int or not. Both will work. Let's move ahead from here. Then typing module, right? Now let's say you want to allow string also here. Let's say you want to allow string also. So what you will do here, you will write string or none. Okay. Observe this properly. You will write string or none. None. Uh, right? Now, once you write like this, now this is no more valid, right? Now, what we'll do, we'll have to write a compound expression now. So we'll do this stuff. So we'll add brackets here. If type of num is equal to n or type of num is equal to str num1. You're getting the point, right? This is a compound expression now. And type of num2 is okay. So I have to delete this outside and put it inside. Is equal to int, right? Achha, I misplaced it here. So I'll write int here. If type of num1 and type of inside is and, or type of num2 is equal to str. This also works, guys. So we can convert this like this. So you're getting the point, guys. So either both of them should be ints or both of them should be str. These two sentences are absolutely the same. This works. Double equal to's work here. I'm not getting a line for this. You getting it, guys? Type yes in the chat. So type function is very important functions in Python. You should know this. And then, okay. So if sum is other type, for example, int or float, right? So raise value error. Now we'll put, if I'm not confusing you, if not. You're getting it, guys? I want only integers or strings to enter here. You're getting it, guys? How many of you are not getting? So in this expression, I'm checking if if both of them are only integers. And if I'm in this expression, I'm checking if both of them should only be strings, not mixture of them, right? And I'm negating it completely. So it should only int and str allowed. Okay. Now, if it's string, it'll add, and if it is integer also, it'll add, right? So now what I'll do is I will change it to int strings. This also will work. Acha, I wrote, see here, guys, by mistake I wrote none. Actually, it is str. Okay. Num1 either should be integer or should be str, or this is or. Okay. This is also or. So num2 can be in either integer or a string. Nothing more than that. Getting the point, right? Now I'll print this. Hopefully I've written the thing properly. See, it's 12. How many of you got this? Quickly type yes in the chat. We'll move in the Move to the next one. Yeah. If you want to take screenshots, you can take screenshots for your later reference. Just think over it, how what is happening here and all that. So basically, okay, let's move on from here. Now, I have told you I am typing module, but I have not actually used a typing module. We can use return statement, no doubt. You can use return statement anywhere. Okay, Madhu? I have written like this for now. If both should be string or both should be integer, then if they are not, I'll raise, otherwise I'll add them. Okay. And guys, in Python you cannot directly add 1 plus 2. It will raise some error. Okay. So you have to convert, see, it is unsupported operands. So you should convert this into string. You can convert any number or float into string using this constructor. Okay, this is very important. It's a basic, but you should know. Okay. Now let's move on. Now I told you I'm teaching typing module, but I have not done any import statement. Okay. So let us say I write a function, um, addition. Okay. Just for the sake of it, num1 is integer and num2 is also integer. Okay. But I want to write a condition or none. For some reason, okay, I'll write a condition or none. So you can, the caller of this function method should either send me an integer or nothing. Okay, that's my condition. So what I will do now, to write integer or none, there is a special operator called optional. Optional of integer. This is too important, guys. From typing import. I don't know why it's not suggesting that. Optional. Now, if you want any value or none, then it becomes optional. You indicate to the compiler like that. If not num1, return int of num2, something like that. So guys, here if num is none, okay, it will be converted to false. If num1 is none, it will be converted to false. And for false of negation of false is true, it will enter this. Okay. If not num2, I'm writing something. Okay. Not much logic here, but writing something num1. So if num1, okay, if let's write this condition first. If not num1 and not num2, if both are false, return 0. Okay. There's no semicolon. That's from Java. Now, if that means one of them is there, so I'll return addition of, if this is none, then I'll return num2. If this is num, then return num. That's it. Got it? Got it, guys? Any doubts here? So basically, if you want to tell if num1 should be either integer or none, that means it's optional of integer. Okay. Guys, this optional is used in various libraries. Okay, I can show you in many places. I'll open and show you something. See how many places it is used. I opened a library in front of you. I opened a library in front of you. See so many places it is used. See so many places. Guys, this typing module is too important. What you are thinking, you might be learning. You don't think that you're learning something normal. See, optional is used here. Optional is used here. See, then optional used here, everywhere. See. Don't think that you're learning something. Oh, what is he teaching? No, it's very important. Optional of Boolean. Either you send me a Boolean or you don't send me anything. And by default, the value is none. By default, the value is none. Okay. Everyone got this? Put yes in the chat. Everyone got this? Put yes in the chat. It's very important, guys, what you're learning. Okay. Let's progress. Okay. So now this typing module is too important, as I told you. So let's learn a little more. Let's go to little classes. Optional module, optional, and then okay. There is another thing in Python. There is nothing called as a final, right? In Java we have public. In Java we have public static, and then we have final keyword, final int value is equal to. We'll write capitals here, right? Is equal to 10. You know this, right? In Java, we do this. But actually, in Python, there is nothing called as a constant. There is nothing called as a constant. There's nothing called as a constant or final, whatever. So how to do? We can just indicate in Python that this is a constant. The convention is like this. We write like this: some constant value colon final. I wonder if it's capital or small. Yeah, it's small only. Mm, it's capital only. Final is equal to 10. Getting it, guys? So you can indicate only. Of course, still I can change this some constant to 12. It will still work, but it is giving a squiggly line only. Okay, see, it is working properly. There's no problem. There's no exception, nothing. Okay, you should know this, guys. Okay, very important. Typing this is constant optional is very, very important. Now, similarly, now how to write the return type? Can anyone tell me how to write the return type for this? Okay, I'll tell you. Can anyone guess? I just showed you how to write a return type. Okay, good answer, int. But you can do the same here also. Optional. Just I'm saying you can write. Of course, here it's int only, but here also you can use optional of int. Okay, here also you can use optional of int. Now let's say you are returning. So how to tell the compiler that I'm returning a list of values? Let's change this completely. Now I'll write a list, list one, comma, list two. I have to add the list. Return list one plus list. Okay. So how to tell the compiler that, I want only a type of list? It is like this, list in brackets. What type? What type also is very important actually. You can leave it like this. No one will penalize you because anyway, you can add any kind of list. Let me show you that list. Okay. And don't use a variable of this name, guys. It's a big blunder you will do. Don't use the variable name list anywhere. Otherwise, your program will like you'll behave like crazy guy, like a crazy guy. Okay. So addition of let's call 1, 2, 3. Let's put some numbers, no problem. Because it will take any kind of list, right? We can put a function also, lambda, no, not equal. Let me not confuse you. Okay. So addition of print. Guys, in Java, you can simply add list using this operator. Okay. Everyone following till here, guys? See, it gave an added list. Guys, put yes in the chat if you're following till now. Quickly, everyone, please be responsive. Everyone, please be responsive. I want response. We'll become something, okay? Collectively, we'll become something. Got this, guys? It's printing the whole list together. Okay. But, you don't do this in production, right? Many times you want a list of a particular type. Yes or no? Yes or no? Right? You want a list of particular type. I will write list of integer. This square bracket only. Don't use this bracket. In beginner, sometimes we do like this because there is a reason. Tuples we write like this. Okay. Use this language. Use this. Now compiler will complain. Here it's not complaining. but it will not complain here also. Actually, it will run properly. Here also it will run properly actually. Now you might tell what is the use. So see, the point is compiler does not enforce, of course the interpreter does not enforce the type checking. It's up to you. What you have to do, you can do that for item in list one, if type of item is not int, raise value error. Only int items are allowed. You got the point, right? Like that you can do for same thing. I'll copy paste for list 2. Simple. Now I'll add the list 1 and list 2. It's up to you to validate the types. It's up to you to validate the types. So I'll run this. Now it will run an exception. See? Value error. See, you see this? Only int items are allowed. See, this is exactly what I've written here, right? How many of you are understanding? Type yes in the chat quickly. How many of you are getting this? Type yes in the chat. Only Sheikh is responding, guys. Vagisha is responding. Others, guys, others, come on, let's get some life. Really, let's do something for each other. Okay, let's progress from here. Now, I just showed you in the library. I closed it, but I showed you in the library. Now we have understood, see, the same thing. Now we are writing stuff like that, right? So you're slowly becoming advanced. You're getting this point? Now, how to tell that I'm returning a list here? Quickly, guys, come on. What should I write? Good, good, Ahmed. List of integer. So simple. Okay. Everyone getting right? So this is a complete application. This will work regardless of anything. Now, let's say you want to allow string or integer. What you'll do? You can do this. You can absolutely do this. But we have not seen like this in, at least I have not seen. So what you'll do? You'll use union. Come on. Union of integer or string. Getting the point, guys? Union means either this or that. How many of you got this point? Union of integer or string. Guys, trust me, this is very important, guys. So now I am telling your types can be a combination of either string or both are same. This one and this one is same, guys. str or none is same as union of int of str. Now I'll show you same thing. Somewhere it will be there. I'll just do a control F. Union. See? Union of this thing. So guys, you should know this if you're writing production code. Okay. Everyone getting? Can we use option here? Depends on your requirement, right? If you want to use optional, you can use optional. I'm giving you another way. Okay. Guys, if you want, I will give you the recording of this session also. Don't worry. I'll also put it on YouTube. You want to see, you can see. Okay. Okay, guys, let's progress. Now, here also you can do the same thing, right? Who's stopping you? That's it. How many of you followed till here? How many of you followed? Okay, I'll quickly put a poll here. Otherwise, please reply quickly if you followed everything till here. Or if you want to unmute, you can unmute, but it's okay. You can type on chat. How many of you got this? Got it? Ahmad is typing, Bagisha is typing, Rajendra is okay. Option. Any other doubts, guys? No, right? Let's progress on from here. Now, a recent addition a recent addition to Python 3.12, the latest stuff. The recent addition is this type operator. Okay. The type operator, vector, for example, what to do. Okay, we'll do a vector only. Type, here we are defining a type. Vector is equal to list of integer or float, right? In vector databases, you will have vectors which are very huge vectors, 0.1 comma 0.1 comma, and so many will be there. So let's say your function will only take vector. So you can write like this. Getting the point? Actually, you can do this also. Later, T is a generic here. Are you comfortable embeddings? Yeah, I was talking of embeddings only. So later you can write vector. This is a variable of vector float is equal to the same thing. Oh, this will not work. See, it worked. 0.05. Oh, minus 0.0002. So this is a vector, guys. Just imagine thousands of such numbers. So guys, this is a generic. This is latest feature which you are learning. You can directly write a T where T can be any type. So later you can use this, replace this T with a proper data type, and then the type checking will happen. Okay. In fact, let me open quadrant is there here. No, it's not there. I didn't install that thing here in the library. I just, let me see, AWS Bedrock. Okay, I'll not search for it. You guys know I'm teaching authentic stuff. You're getting this feature, guys. How many of you did not get? This feature is very important. Okay. This feature is really important. It's the most 3.12, only 3.13 is the next latest one. And 3.12 is very, very fast, guys. Okay. Now let's go to tuples. Tuples. Now, how many of you know? Okay, let me tell you. Tuple uh, is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now I want to tell that this variable, let's hover on this. Just see the type here, tuple of int. Okay, here when you write, here is the main confusion. When you write a tuple, you will use these brackets, this curly brackets, right? I don't know what is bracket called, guys. I'm flower bracket non. This is curly only. So let me call curly for now.
This is a small bracket, I guess.
Okay, small bracket. So basically, even I got confused as a beginner when I was a beginner. How to write the type for this? I was writing like this. Tuple of int. I was writing like this. It will not work. You have to write square bracket only. Okay. This was also a confusing point for me. Now, there's one more thing. There is something called as ellipsis. This is called ellipsis, three dots in Python is called ellipsis. It's its own data type. It does not belong to float. It does not belong to int. It is its own data type. It means I can have any number of numbers here. It means a tuple of integers which can have any value, any number of elements. Now, in similar way, if you want to return and add, okay, you want to return a tuple, you have to write like this: tuple of integer. If you want to write 3 lines, you can write 3 lines. That means of infinite length, colon, pass. Okay. Of course, compiler will say, doesn't do anything. That's okay. So how to define return type is important. So now, if you give your project to some other developer, he will not curse you, especially for Python. He'll not curse you because you have written properly what you're expecting, what you're not expecting. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's progress from here. Hmm? Let's progress from here. Um, let's progress, and then list is done, tuple is done. Dictionaries is very important. How many of you have trouble with dictionaries? I'll cover them. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay, how I'll just tell you how to return dictionaries. So, guys, one more thing. This small letter L, it's little old type of stuff. New one is this capital L. That's the only change. This is also from typing module. From typing import list. Okay. Getting it, guys? These days you will see capital L, both are absolutely fine, no worries. In the modern libraries, you'll see capital L, and you have to import this list here. You're getting it? Similarly, you have tuple, you have many other things. Here I'm not using it. Similarly, if I want to use, I can use here. So this is the latest 3.12, but the old one is also giving you the idea. So feel free to use anything. Okay, guys, let's progress from here. So tuples is done. Dictionary. How many of you are not? How many of you are not comfortable with dictionaries too much? Type yes in the chat. Type not in the chat. Not in the chat. Not so comfortable. Okay. So it's simple. Key value pairs. Key is one. Value is one. Simple key value pairs. Okay. How will you tap? How will you tell it's of type dict? Capital DICT. I don't know why it's not giving that import, because Python is very troublesome in this regard. That's why I use only in PyCharm. PyCharm is the best editor if you're starting off, and even if you're not starting off, why to hit your head on what type it is? Okay. Now dictionary can be here. If you're writing dictionary, still you're not mentioning the types. Here also you mention the type as str comma integer. Dictionary of key and value. Dictionary of key and value. Got it, guys? VS Code I don't use, Vamshi, because it doesn't give any suggestions, and little type checking like this is very less. I use, but not so frequently. I at least for uh, it more good suggestions here in Python. Okay. With Copilot, see, Copilot, of course, it works on that, but here also there are some AIs. So generally, in my office, I have seen one side same project is open in VS Code and same project is open in PyCharm. So I I keep going back and forth. Can't help it. Okay, let's move on. Class person. Let's go to this. Okay, let's go to Pydantic and data classes, and we'll end the class here. So guys, you must be knowing what's the constructor in Python? It's init, init. Okay. Now here the self you should write. Self is important. You should write, and then you can take person name colon str, age colon str. Okay. Name str, age str. Okay. Now your self dot name is equal to name. Self dot age is equal to age. Okay. Now in this object, whenever you create person objects, the instances will have these values. This is the way to write. Yeah, I by default. Self, it's written rightly. See, this is self dot is equal to, see, it's inferred already. Since name is already a string, the compiler knows this is also will be string. See, okay. It already knows. I don't have to write. Okay. So let's do this now. Um, let's say you want to make some person objects and you want to sort by age. Okay, even in Java, you have to tell if you're making a project, if you're making a class, by which parameter you want to sort objects. Yes or no, guys? Even in Java, I think even in .NET also, you should tell by which parameter you are sorting the objects. Okay. So how to do this in Python? In Python, you have to implement something called as LT, lesser than, greater than. Okay. Uh, these are called double underscore methods. In short, dunder methods. In short, dunder methods. DUNDER. So dunder LT we call like that. Okay. If not type type of other is equal to person. Type of self will write. Raise raise some error. For now, we'll resort to value error. Types are not same. And guys, let me give you a hint about type. The type will exactly check for this class only. Let's say you inherit this class from something, from organism. Hmm. For lack of ideas. Okay. Person is an organism, right? For lack of ideas. Okay. Let's say it is inheriting from organism. So this type, even if you send organism, this check will fail. And even if you send a subclass of person, this check will fail. You have to send exactly, other should be exactly of type person only. This type will do strict type checking of the same class. Getting the point? Types are not same. Now, what is the other this thing? Instance is another. Go and check it out in your free time. Okay. Is instance is another inbuilt method, and is subclass. These two are another inbuilt methods you can check for inheritance. Okay. For now, I'm not doing it. So LT return for lack of ideas self dot age less than self dot age. No, come on. Other dot age. Okay. So you'll do this comparison, right? True or false? LT. Similarly, so I'll comment this out first. I'll comment this out first for some reason. Let's say I make a list. No. P1 is equal to person. I'm creating an object. Person name is equal to Abhijit and age is equal to 1000 just for the sake of it. I this one delete it. Why it's not? Acha, age is str. Oh, that's my mistake. Yeah. Good job. P2 is equal to person. Name is equal to. We'll take Srishti. She's not feeling well these days, so let's age. I don't know. Let's see 22. Okay. So now you want to sort this objects by age. Okay. Now you see you use the sorted function, which is an inbuilt function, sorted of list, and key is equal to lambda of p of p dot age. Okay. Now you see it will not get sorted. Okay. Let me comment out this stuff. We'll do this in another file. Data classes. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I'm not printing anything. So sorted print. Hopefully it returns. Yeah, the same list. Shortcut to comment all. Yeah, please check it out. I think Control A and slash Control slash. Okay. List. Let's print this. Mm, sorted off list. Okay. I'm missing something here. Person object. Acha, these two. Okay. So guys, you have to make it representable. So this is just printing the object. So to make the object representative, you have to write str. Okay. Uh, return f of person. I have to put my PC charging. 1 second. Okay, it's charging now. Name is equal to self dot name. Age, comma, age is equal to self self dot h. Okay. Now if I run this, okay, just give me a while, guys. So I'll do this. I'll take this. What kind of object it's giving? I just want to see that, and then I will. Okay, so I'll go to the next one. What kind of object is coming out? So yeah, it's 2 person objects. I wonder I'm not. Okay, we'll print it out using a for loop. For item in list in L, print item. Okay, str of item. So guys, what is happening here? When you implement this double underscore str, the dunder str, then only you can see a human representable version of this object. You're getting the point? When you use double str dunder method, then only you can see a representable version of the object. Otherwise, you will see some just like you saw some pointer ID last time. Got it, guys? So list, see, you should not use the same list. I told you, right? Some unpredictability will come. So list item in, okay, that is fine. So guys, see, it's 22. Did I put first? Okay, it got sorted, but generally you will have to put dunder methods. Okay. Now this is one way of sorting, but if you don't want to do this, you have to generally what we do is use dunder methods. This is a dunder method. Now GT, right? So if not type of other same. Okay, let's run this. So now see you guys, it got sorted. You're getting the point here. I know you didn't understand this. Okay. So guys, these dunder methods, LT and GT are important to be implemented by person. Then only you can sort it in a list. How many of you got this? How many of you got this? Put yes in the chat. Okay. Now, let's say your application in production is evolving and evolving, right? Sometimes person will come, name, age will come, Then what will come? Age. Then can you tell me something else? Salary. No, no. Person name. Children will come. Okay. List of str. Right? Or anything. Address will come. Okay. Now, just for addition of this one, you have to change here also. You have to do this change. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? Come on. Now, if you do this change here, you have to do this change here also, many other dunder methods, many other dunder methods. Yes. So you to avoid this coding problem, there is something called as data classes. No, no, data class. So that from data classes, we import data class. It's an annotation. Data class is the annotation from this module. Now what you do, you don't have to write any of this. Simply gone. You don't even have to write init. I'll simply get it out and correct the indentation and remove this self name. I'll remove self. I'll remove the self from here. Okay. Just see if you just use this annotation, of course, by default, equals is true. That means when you give equals is equal to true, this is also by default. It will create, by default, it will create the dunder method equal. Simple, it will automatically create based on this. Based on this, by default, it will create all this, it will use all this. But still, if you want to configure, there is a field function you can use order, I think, order or equal only. You can use this equal compare, I think. Yeah, compare is equal to true. So when you do this, this name will be used in comparison. Okay. So in the dunder method, it will generate, it will use the name like that. You can do hashability and many other things. So now just by doing this equals is equal to true, frozen is equal to true. Frozen means after you create this object, I can't change. Let me remove this for now. Frozen is equal to true means after you create the object, you can't change it. Equals is equal to 2, frozen is equal to 2, and order, I think order is equal to true. This is also true, I think, by default, but I don't remember exactly. Now this will run properly. Okay, you can use this. Why is complaining? Yeah, see, if I'm removing that, uh, what did I removed it, right? One second. Okay, so now it's comparing. Okay, hold on. Compare true, this is wrong. So I'll use this here. Okay. Thing going wrong here. Let me add P3. So let's see how it sorts. Definitely some sorting is happening. Okay, I didn't add it. So sorting is not happening here. Sorted, 1 second. Order is equal to sorted is something slots. There's one parameter you put equal to order, right? Let me go to this annotation and see. Refer to equal order is false. So we'll give order is true here. What is true is already given. So first is 1022, then 300. What the hell is not sorting it? Give me a second, guys. Some reason it's not sorting. But basically, these dunder methods, as I showed you, what are the other parameters? Let me see here. Unsafe hash, keyword slots, weak reference, frozen true. Frozen true equals true. That is actually not required. Okay, so this lambda is giving. Okay, let's go to that documentation of quickly. Let's go there. Let me put this here. For developers, documentation is the best. Okay. So see, init is true, rep is true, equals to order is false by default. Okay. Let's hopefully init is true here. Let's remove this. Sorting some parameter I'm missing. Give me a minute, guys. See, if order is true, it's clearly given here. If true, these methods will be generated. Okay. Compare the class if tuple of its fields. Getting, guys? Getting the point here? Order is true. These methods will be generated. These compare the class as tuple of fields in order. Let me remove this. Frozen, let's remove this frozen for now.
I have a doubt here. We
Yeah.
will sort this object with particular field, either by age, either by name. According to that, we have to do it, right?
Let's do this now. Yeah. So this is what I'm missing, guys. Now it's sorted properly. See. Apologies for some confusion here. You're getting the point. So these dunder methods are really important. Okay. I'm not comparing by string. I am comparing only by age. So that is why it's sorted now. 22, 300,000. How many of you got this? Sorry, I didn't put it. You know, in anxiety, it happens when you're presenting to many people. How many of you have doubt here? How many of you understood this? Or you want me to explain this again? So data class annotation, init true means it will generate the init for you automatically. Again, please. Okay. When you give init is equal to true, this is an annotation. When you give init is equal to true, it will automatically generate the equals method for you. Order is equal to true means, as I showed you in the documentation, it generates these methods, dunder methods, LT, less than or equal, greater than or equal. Okay. So once you have these methods generated, you should tell, are you comparing by this field or you're comparing not to exclude the comparison for this field, but only include this field. Accordingly, it will generate the LT and GE methods. Depending on these methods, sorting will happen. Got it, Vagisha? Anyone else has doubts here? Anyone else has doubts? Okay. Anyone else? Arup, I think others are not replying. Nikki, you're also second time here. Udaya, Nilofer, Rajendra, Mudit Agarwal. Please reply. If you have doubts, we'll see. Okay. So this is very important, guys. But there is a big problem with data classes and
I have a doubt here.
yeah.
Suppose here we are sorting either by age or either by name. If is I mean, is it possible to sort it by address likewise
Yes,
also?
yes, we can do. We can do. But then it should be you should give this data.
Okay.
And there are many other things like if it is a class, then it should implement data class also. Many other requirements are there. See this it address can also be a class, no? Just example. Just imagine class address is here, right? This should be also a data class. Then sorting will happen properly, or it should implement under methods. Many such things will come in. That is for your learning. Please research nicely. Or if you're joining my 2 days workshop, I'll try to take more doubts. Okay. How many of you got this, guys? So let me introduce you to the my tomorrow's workshop. Okay. I'm taking a workshop on agentic AI. Just like I coded in front of you, I will code a full stack application. Of course, I'll not do the front end, I'll do only back end. I will teach you agents. Now, why AI agents? The industry demand for agents is very high. The global talent shortage is really, really high. I will give you some references also. I will give you some references also shortly. So, global talent shortage many companies are looking for people who can write agents. Okay. 68% of the companies face AI skill gaps, especially for developers. Industry examples: Google, Microsoft, and Amazon struggle to fill AI roles. This is 2024. Now you might think 2024 is showing. I'll show you latest also. AI is probably most significant thing. Everyone, if you're working, guys, in every manager is talking to include AI agents in their workflow somewhere or the other. Yes or no, guys? Everywhere, some kind of agents people are asking, right? So this is your opportunity, guys. If you're missing, of course, that most of the jobs are moving in. Most of the jobs are moving in AI. This is the latest one. I'll give you this link. 2025. You see this? I've taken this from. I'll give you this link. I'll give you this link also. Take this link. I'll put in the chat. This report says. This report says 95% of the generative AI pilots companies are failing because there is AI talent is less. People don't know how to use AI, write AI agents, write coding AI agents basically. Okay. So guys, I'm teaching absolutely the same thing. AI agent market is going to surge from $7.8 billion to $56 billion. It's a 7 Pfizer, 30 or 42. 7 it's 7 times increase. It's a 7 times increase, guys. So job shift, 40% of jobs needs AI reskilling by 2030. So we all have to upskill. And fortunately, I was little lucky to get upskill previously only or little earlier. Okay, everybody's jobs will be affected. You know all this. Okay, live coding workshop which I am doing. We'll build a coding agent hands-on, just like we have done here. We'll use Python. I'll introduce you to LangChain. I'll introduce you to LangGraph. No, not LangGraph. This is a miss. We are using better AI frameworks. Many have come. I'm using Agno. Uh, of course, this is 10 plus years experience. I am a technical architect. I have written several agents in the last 1 year. So you can get edge in your career. Okay. You'll get this out. I'll just show you guys my LinkedIn. Okay. From the time I'm posting AI related content and I am actually working on AI related content, I'll just show you my DMs from recruiters. Now you might be saying this is too much bold, but let me show it because see this guy, this is from Turing. Okay. This guy is from Amazon. He just pinged me yesterday. So people are pinging me, guys. So recruiters are pinging me just because my my LinkedIn is full of AI topics. I post current stuff. I post how to write AI agents. See this, how customer service companies can save money, architectures. See, so guys, you will also be there. It's not that I'm showing some news. I am also going forward. So guys, if you want recruiters to ping you instead of you pinging recruiters, you applying to jobs, you should go for this workshop. Okay, if you want, and it's just very, very nominal price. So it's just check in the chat. If you want, you can enroll. It's for 2 days. I'll go to the contents. Data classes, 22nd August. The contents are, you will learn basics of Python again, nicely, vector databases. One complete day for basics of Python and vector databases. I'll teach you exactly how they work. I'll teach you FastAPI. I'll teach you quadrant vector database practically. I'll make queries and show you. We'll develop an AI agent live. It is for all kinds of people. Everyone is affected by AI. Okay. You'll get all this just for a very easy cost. I'm not putting a very high cost. Feel free to join. Otherwise, you're losing a lot of stuff. Each and every manager in my company, and I'm sure in your company also, they are asking some kind of upskilling on AI. Can you do this? Can you write an AI agent and all that? So if you want, you can see the profile also. My profile is here. We are open for doubts. If you have any doubts, if you want to register, you can. If you have any doubts, let me know. Okay, guys. So feel free. We are having a very good community. This is not my first workshop. I have done many of them. You can see the confidence level I have, and I can definitely uh, give you good upskilling in agentic AI. Okay, guys. So please register quickly, and I'll see you in the workshop. Anyone has doubts on today's code, you can ask. I think some people already, tomorrow's class is very nominal price. You can see it's just for 700 bucks, 800 bucks. Okay. And it is 2 days, 3 hours, right? So 3 hours workshop, say Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 8 p.m. to Sunday, Saturday 8 p.m. 3 hours, Sunday 8 p.m. 3 hours. Okay. Don't miss out, guys. Hurry up. Take up this opportunity. Certificate, yes, we'll provide. Okay. Yes. I see some of them have joined, and revise this. I'll include this for the. I'll include this video for the paid subscribers. I'll see if I'll upload on YouTube. I don't know, but for people who are in the workshop, they'll get all this. Not just today's workshop, they'll get future workshops also. I'll try to give 2 or 3 workshops to you so that you can understand from all angles. We'll have doubt sessions also. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. If you don't have any other doubts, we can close. Early bird discounts, guys. This is hardly 800 bucks. I don't think I should give more discounts. Actually, it was 999, but I reduced it to 799. Actually. Okay. Just click on this link, guys. Click on this link and you'll go to the payment page. As simple as that. Okay. Click on any of the register links and you'll go to the payment page. Okay. So, Rajendra Ahmed. Okay. So, guys, keep revising on what I've taught. It's very important. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good time. See you in the workshop, whoever is registered. Bye bye.